Hello and welcome to TEPSA Explainers. My name is Federico Steinberg and I am Senior Analyst at the Royal Elcano Institute in Madrid and Economics Professor at Universidad Autónoma de Madrid. I'm going to talk about the coronavirus, its economic impact, and the European response we need to confront this pandemic. If there's one important takeaway from my short video, is that this is going to become a very important test to the European Union. The economic downturn triggered by the virus is going to be very significant, and we need a European response that proves that just some months after Brexit, the EU is capable of delivering in a coordinating way a response to the economic implications and costs of the pandemic. If we're not able to do it, we run the risk of undermining European integration and possibly having even more damage. So first, the economics. We're not sure what the implications in terms of economic downturn, this supply plus demand shock that the pandemic means is going to have. Most likely, we will have a short recession with a rebound at some point in the second part of 2020. But to make sure this is the case and the damage is limited and we don't go into a longer recession, we need to make sure that economic policies are adequate and fast. And here we need to have two very clear ideas. Fiscal policy has to act. This is a case in which the state has to act as a buyer of last resort, a provider for an insurance that helps everybody. This requires actions like the ones that have already been taken by some member states, like suspending the payment of some taxes, trying to make sure that workers don't lose their job, and also very critically provide some European relief pandemic related program in which we have European funds to confront the problem. Then monetary policy has to do his part as well by providing adequate amounts of liquidity that ensure that problems of liquidity don't turn into solvency problems. But very critically, the European Central Bank has to be ready to provide a backstop for any problem related to sovereign debt by countries that will see how their budget deficits increase very fast this year and their levels of debt increase as well, so that we don't repeat the problems of the Eurozone crisis. If we are able to do this and we can use the European Investment Bank, a reformed ESM, and imaginative solutions by the European central banks, we might be able to just have an economic downturn that is short, intense but short, and does not turn into a longer crisis that would trigger problems of European conflict, disintegration, and obstacles to move forward the European project. It's a huge challenge, but we need to be all on board. National solutions are not going to be enough, and we need leadership by the European Commission, solidarity between countries, and a big reaction by European authorities, the ECB, and also especially leadership by the Commission in a coordinated manner with the key member states, both in the north and in the south. We cannot repeat the divisions between creditor and debtor countries that we saw during the Eurozone crisis. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next TEPSA Explainer.